everybody, welcome back to a new video by Reviews on Anything. My name is Peter and today we're having a look at a mouse. This big one here on the left is the Logitech MX Vertical, part of the MX family and certainly also part of the MX price tag. It is an ergonomic solution for your Apple mice grip and your laptop mouse grip, as you see here, that can cause all kinds of repetitive stress injuries, especially when we make long days behind the computer screen. This Logitech MX Vertical aims to solve that situation by pretty much tilting the whole mouse on its side. Logitech claims that the 57-degree angle that they use with this mouse, as you can see here, is the optimal angle for your hand and arm to be in to prevent any kind of strain on your joints, but mostly also on your tendons and muscles in there. It is a chunky boy though. You can see the comparison here between the small laptop mouse and the MX Vertical. It is a huge mouse, but it is all about how you hold it. So let's have a closer look. You can see that it is, a lot of material to cover, and there's actually a surprisingly small amount of features in the mouse because this is all about the ergonomics. It is effectively a pretty standard mouse, but just tilted on its side and give you a bit more support for the rest of your hand. You can see the button on the top. That is a DPI sensitivity button that you can use to change the sensitivity of your mouse, reducing the amount of movements you have to make. And then you have your standard click button, scroll wheel, and your forward and backwards button. And that's actually pretty much it feature-wise. Luckily, Logitech has added a USB-C port in terms of charging and connectivity, which is something the other MX mice don't have, strangely enough, yet. So that's nice. That's actually one of the ways to connect it to your computer, which is much better than, for example, this horrible solution that Apple has with its Apple mouse. Now, the USB is one option to connect it, but then you have the cable. So obviously that's just for charging. Then you can connect it with Bluetooth directly with your computer, or you can use the included Logitech mini dongle that sort of unifies and connects all your Logitech products. Now, holding it again here besides the other two mice, you can really see that this mouse is way too big to throw in your standard laptop bag, certainly not when you have only a sleeve these days. So it is not aimed as a travel companion. It is really a mouse for people with a fixed work environment, and obviously people that make long hours behind that desk. Now, there is a lot of customization available, obviously, through the Logitech software, so you can really set the sensitivity how you want it, even though you can also do that with the button on the top, but also how your clicks work, how your scrolls work, and so on. And that's where we get to a few of the downsides here, that despite the price tag, the features on this mouse are pretty small. There's no infinite scroll wheel that the other Logitech MX Master mice have. There is no thumb pad here for swipe gestures or anything. It's just a mouse really with a forward and backward button and a scroll wheel and your normal click buttons, and that's really it. So that is too bad that Logitech hasn't thrown everything at this mouse. There's obviously reasons for it. For example, the infinite scrolling might be a bit of an issue since the scroll wheel is at a weird angle compared to your traditional mouse, for example. So I'm sure there's reasons for it, but a few more features would have been nice. Now, overall, the movement that this mouse dictates is a bit of a getting used to. There's a learning curve for sure. If you do make long hours behind a desk, though, I'm pretty sure that'll go quite fast. It took me, I'd say, about a day or two or three to fully catch up. The main thing is the movement of your wrist, because you really have to move your wrist like from side to side is what you do with a traditional mouse, and here you have to sort of bend your wrist in the natural way. So that is definitely going to require some getting used to. It's going to result in a bunch of misclicks and everything else. But once this becomes part of your workflow and you retrain that muscle memory, it is really a joy to use. Now, you could make the argument that everybody should use a mouse like this one to prevent any kind of injury. I don't really think that is going to happen because it is not cheap and there's plenty of other options available. And if you never have issues, why bother? So it has a select target group, but overall it is a well-designed mouse with a lot of ergonomic benefits. This is it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers!